let's do the yellow paint. Same approach. I'm going to come here and I'm going to add in my, oh, I had extra orange in my brush. Oopsies. I didn't rinse out my brush. Rinse out your brush first so you have pure water in here. Now I am getting a little bit of graphite. Kind of getting some smudgies in there. That's okay. Now if you can't see where the water is, if you look kind of from the side or something like that, you can start to see the reflection of it. So let's see how this guy turns out. So I'm just going to take a touch of my yellow, like that. And now I'm going to spread it out so it's pretty diluted. Yeah, that's pretty light yellow right there. I think that'll work for me. I know you're looking at it and say, is there any yellow in there at all? Yeah, there is. But I gotta give myself some room. Okay, so the next square. I'm gonna try a little bit of the water. Let's see how that does. And get a dabber. Ooh, that's a lot of yellow. Get a little bit more water and dilute it. I guess that's not bad. Okay, I'm feeling, let's see how that does. It's interesting because these values, let's say that the darkest is a 10, right? And so this is a 0, this is a 10, right, that we're looking for. On the value scale, on the true value scale of darkest, dark, 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 this right here, this may be an 8 or a 7, really, when it comes right down to it. This one right here, maybe a 7 or a 6. This one right here, this is a 1. So the values I'm putting between these ones right here, they're not getting much darker or lighter. What they are doing is they are showing maybe a concentration of pigment on that one. A pale yellow versus a vibrant yellow. Okay, so this has a pretty good bit of stuff in it. That's not quite the darkest, yellowest yellow yet, although it's actually pretty darn close, huh? I'm going to here have a little bit of excess water on this one. I'm going to pull some of that out just by blobbing that out, sucking a little bit of the stuff out. Okay, let's see what we got. Okay, time for the darkest yellow I have right here. So I'm going to mix this up really, really well. And I don't think it's really going to go any darker. Maybe it's just, like I said, a little bit of measure of the opacity, how thick it is. Can you see through it? For this one, I'm going to have to say, I don't think you can see through this very well, because it's pretty thick. And so it might not be changing value as much as it is changing opacity. Well, that's a 50-cent word. Opacity. How opaque it is, how see-through it is. Can you see the paper through the artwork, through the paint? Well, how's that? Well, that's not bad. Congratulations, Mr. White. Thanks. And so that's some changes with the yellow. Very, very pale over here. And like I said, maybe not changing truly value in it, but it is changing the intensity, the brightness of the yellow on that. So that's kind of a cool deal.